y'all.
Hey guys.
What is up, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk of the Ring Show. You have your host,
Sabrina and
Harlot, and on today's episode, we are still waiting for our guest. So until our guest arrives, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite episodes from the year, some of our favorite guests, that type of stuff. So,
it's
yeah.
our last podcast of 2022.
Yeah, it's so crazy because we have so many big things coming in January. So, I
So many
think,
people.
yeah, so many people. So, I think you should subscribe and follow us. And you could be on this journey with us because, January is coming in with a bang,
We know.
It's a lot, but we'll handle it great. But yeah,
We
so
will.
Sabrina, out of all of our guests so far for this year, who would you say has been your favorite?
Oh God. Oh, I think our favorite would be Mr. V Marino. To be honest with you.
Yeah, actually. Well, hold that thought till the end of the podcast because our
That's true.
our guest has arrived. Sabrina, do you want to give him a warm welcome?
Yeah. Everybody, put your hands together because we have the one, the only ENCORE in the house.
Hey.
Am I live? My mic working?
Yep.
Microphone.
Yeah, you're working. We can hear you.
Hey guys, what's up?
We were so scared. I was like, yo, Sabrina, what if he doesn't come on? I was dying. I was like, oh no.
You should see me. I was on my phone. I was like, oh, the link. And then I had to create it and go back to my email. Then copy the link, code, everything. Was rushing I got here.
Well, you made it, so that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And we're going out this year with a bang because you're our last podcast of 2022. So
I like it.
We do.
I was so hyped. I was like, I'm super excited for this episode. I was telling Sabrina, I was like, yo, only a couple more days. And I'm like, oh no, but he hasn't seen he hasn't liked anything. I was like, oh no, this is not good. I was freaking out.
I definitely saw it from yesterday, the post. I shared it, so I was like, okay, today's the day. I didn't forget.
My dad's in the chat hyping you up.
Yo, Brandon. Hey, you straight.
However, I'm kind of mad though. ENCORE didn't bring his guns today.
Yeah.
I didn't bring the guns.
And you didn't bring them with you either.
This is the second time now that you have not had your guns.
Actually, I promised you the next show. I didn't say I was gonna. I don't know if I said I was gonna bring it on the podcast.
That's right. You're right. Okay. We'll let you slide this time. But Harley, do you want to ask our guest the first question?
Yeah. So, who or what got you into wrestling?
Okay, who and what got me into wrestling? I wouldn't say one specific person, but there's a collective group of guys. So guys like Cena, Orton, The Rock, Triple H, all the guys who made an impact in the business from the era before, the era early on, and the present era. A lot of different guys got me into it. So those guys, The Rock, Cena, Orton, seeing those guys just doing what they do just inspired me to go in there and do the same thing.
No, yeah, Cena is a big one. We've heard Cena a couple times, and Undertaker, he's kind of reoccurring.
I think Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I think we all go through a Cena era. I mean, I did.
Oh, my mom did.
It was 3 different eras. I don't know, maybe 2-3 eras, two eras. But he's been everywhere.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna?
What? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Who trained you to become a wrestler?
So I have 2 trainers, right? I started with Amazing Red at House of Glory, and now I'm training now with Damian Adams with Team Adams in New Jersey. So traveling back and forth is definitely where I do for training. Red in Queens, Damian Adams in Jersey. So those are my 2 trainers.
Oh wow! Do you see any difference between them or no? In their training styles?
Yes. So this is why like having both of those guys in my corner is like the best because it's the best of both worlds. So it's like with Red, he's more speed, quickness, footwork, and just athleticism itself. That I learned from him. And when it comes to the way I think in the ring, just um, basically ring IQ, psychologically, Damian Adams I learned from a lot of the slowing down and the base, not the basics, but more of the straightforward, old school, rugged style I learned from him, and more of the modern style that we see today with the flips and the kicks and all the stuff. It's more on the red side. So I can match two different styles in the ring, like when I need to be. So one night I can go out there and wrestle Action Andretti with an amazing red style, and then one night I can go around and wrestle Dalton Castle with more of Damian Adams training. So I can always be versatile that way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like slowing down, we've heard so many wrestlers say that like it's so important to like slow down in the ring because you can get so caught up in like doing Fast and Furious and doing like boom, boom, boom. So it's
Fast
nice
and Furious.
that
I like
chance,
that.
chance to like slow down. Um, but yeah, I did see a difference when you wrestled Dalton and when you wrestled Action. It was two different things because with Action it was like a constant. You guys were going, 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 whereas Dalton was more of like, hey, you guys did something, but it was nice and slow and steady. If that makes
Hmm.
Yeah,
so it was nice to see. It was nice to see that difference for sure.
Yeah.
no, yeah. Oh my gosh, I just have to say this because Sabrina, let me just start with you. How did you meet Encore?
Huh? How did I meet Encore? Um, well, I technically just met him at this past PPW show. I've seen him at the other PPW shows. However, I'm not one to just like go up to people, and like sometimes people just seem a little intimidating to me. But I did see Encore. He was sitting right over there by like I say over there like I'm not PPW. I'm at my house. Right over there, like he was sitting in the doorway, and I said to Harley, I was like, Harley, is that Encore over there? Because like it's different. Like when you're not in the ring, you look like a completely different person. So like I was like, I don't I don't know if that's him or not, but no, I just met him. Just talked to him this past PPW show.
I have
It
a
was great.
full, I have a crazy story on how I met Encore. Let's say I think I don't remember the month for sure, but it was when he first debuted. And I was like, a lot of people, when people first debut, they're like, yeah, and they don't cheer for them. Me, I'm loud, and I was like, yes, let's go. I don't fully know you, but I'm like, yes, let's go. And obviously, you heard me, and then you came over, you gave me your sunglasses. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna keep cheering for him. And then, that's how it goes. I'm like, I gotta cheer for him. I gotta make a poster. I gotta be his fan. And every month I'm like, and then when like that period you weren't at PPW, I'm like, when are you coming back? We miss you. I want you to come back. And you were like, soon, shortly. And then you finally came back, and I was like, yes. I was hyped, man. But yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
remember
our
that day too. It was so good. Like, and then funny thing when you said you were always like you were loud, you were cheering. That's what I heard. I always listen to where the cheers are coming from, and I can tell who is like making the loud noise. Like I kind of like see, but then and then I like kind of match the voice, and then I kind of when I was walking out the ring, and I think I saw you, and I'm like, okay, I hear the voice closer now, and then I matched it to you when you had to sign up. I said, okay, this was her. This was like
yeah.
even when I said high five, I said yeah for sure. Oh, the sunglasses too. Like
Hmm.
yeah, that was dope.
I will say me and Harley are more of those people that we will root for the same people. And this past time, I root for you every time you come to PPW now. But this past time, I was rooting for Andretti because he's like from day
Yeah.
one. Listen, from
Her.
day one that I've been coming to PPW, he's been there. So like I've just watched him grow with his style and his wrestling. And so to see someone go from like here to here, I was like, I have to keep rooting for him.
Mhm.
But I was like, this sucks because
Harley don't agree.
Harley and I had to separate that match because she was going, come on, Encore. And I was like, come on, Andretti. And I was like, I can't. I can't stand next to you. Like we're literally rooting for against like these two people. Um, but it was nice because like I even when that match got announced, I said to Harley, "This is gonna be one of the hardest matches I have to choose from because you, Andretti, and VSK, like you guys are three like totally really
Mm-hmm.
good wrestlers." And I'm
Mhm.
like, how do you choose
Yeah.
between like who do you root for? It's like, oh God, I don't know.
And a lot of us forget that we almost had VSK in our match too.
I
So
know.
imagine if we had him there too. So it was good. And it's funny, yeah. So that's a good thing I wanted to bring up too. It was like I guess you came in at the point of time when I already had like my last show for a while, and then I guess and it was funny because when I was like my last month or two, that's when Andre started coming in,
Mhm.
and when he came in, then I had a little time off, and my time off is when he was around, and I guess that's when you saw him, and then right when I come back, that's when we meet. So
Yeah, I just started coming in April, so yeah, about that's when I first walked
so
in, he was one of the first people that said hi to me. So
hmm so Holly's really day one.
Yeah. Sorry, Sabrina.
sorry.
You gotta stick to it though. Like I'm not cheering, and she literally, like when she said she couldn't stand by me, she
Yeah.
literally went to the other side of the room. She's like, "I'm not standing by you." I was like,
I know I went right in front of your dad actually, and I was going
"Yeah."
crazy. And you have to send Encore that
Oh,
video
I
that you took of me later because that was hilarious. Like when Andretti won, I was like, yeah, like I was crazy. Like I don't know what was happening that day. But Harley's dad has a question for you. He said, "How did it feel to be in the ring at AEW and wrestle on national TV?"
How'd it feel to be on? It felt humbling. It was very like a good experience. How I feel, I want to say like I felt like at a natural state. Like I felt like it was a regular, normal show. It was a lot of people there. Like when I went, stepped in the ring, and I just looked up. First thing I look at is the arena, like around me, see how many people's out there, and the place was packed. This was at the casino, uh, not the MGM, but the one of those casinos. But it was huge. A lot of people, thousands of people, and usually with 1,000 people, it would kind of like get you nervous, little shakes. Like, oh, this is a big moment. But for me, I just felt calm, relaxed, like I was just ready for this day, like any moment now. So it felt great. It felt smooth. Like I want to go again. I'm ready to go back again when they come back in town. So that's how it was good.
When you first, when I first saw you at PPW, I thought, for some reason, I thought I saw you on WWE. I was like, because it looked like the way you came out, when you came out with your guns, you came out with like such fire, and I was like, why do I feel like I've seen this guy on TV, like on WWE or something? I was like, you come out with such like
energy.
you're a badass when you come out, okay? Like it's like wow, like boom, there he is.
The guns, yeah. It's just energy for me. Energy, like you said, the way I come out, it's just energy. I feel it. That's why I go by like Showtime because when the show is starting and it's time for a show, I am ready to just come out, have a good time, just entertain and have a good like I don't know. It's just a feeling that I can't express.
Oh
Just
yeah,
come out full of energy.
you know,
That's
Sabrina's
it.
gonna hate me on this one, but it's okay. She'll love me anyways. But I think Andretti, he has too much of like, I don't know the word. I just think they're giving him way too much. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, yes, he works hard for it, but what about these we've had for a while? You know what I mean? Like, we've had you, and then you left for a short period of time, and you got better. But every single time, now they're having you lose because Andretti's got to win. That's where I get that. It's just like with Rembrandt, I get so infuriated about it. I'm like, yo, this, and I get so serious about it. I'm like, Encore and Rembrandt, they're like, and I'm like, I get so fierce about it. I'm like, no. And
Hmm.
Andretti, he's not. Sorry,
I'll
Sabrina.
be listen. No, 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 no. I'll be honest with you. I thought Andretti was going to lose this last match because the way that Encore was giving him a run for his money.
Exactly.
I'll be the first one to say, like, I thought Encore so many times, dude. I was like, 1, 2, 3, here goes. Andre's gonna lose. It's fine. Like, because I think it's all about, like, how do I want to word this? Like, the teamwork that you guys have together. Like, you guys just work really well together. So the fact that you're giving him a run for his money is good for him. And Harley, I honestly don't think he's going to be at PPW a lot now.
Yeah, because he's
So, I mean, it's going to give those people plenty of chances. And I think that that's why a lot of, like, the older people that were at PPW in the beginning in Hazleton are coming back.
Yeah.
Because they've took time off and they've gotten better.
Yeah.
I didn't even, like, I wish I would have been at the one in Hazleton because then I would have known some of these people from back then. But, you know, it's all about here and now, and that is why
It's fine.
it's fine.
But my dad said in the chat, I wish you had more showtime and more time to shine. That's exactly what I mean.
There's gonna be plenty of time for that because when they come back in town, they know. Like, I just feel like they know that my time eventually is coming, and little by little they'll give me more time, you know. So it's just about me knocking it out the park every time opportunity presents itself. I'm confident I'm gonna do good when it comes back again. So don't worry, there definitely will be more time.
Yeah, I think if you have another match against Andretti and you win, I'm gonna be like, haha, Sabrina, look at that. He just whipped his behind. Ha 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 ha, and laughing.
First of all, you do realize Andretti to me is like Rembrandt to you because I've known Andretti since my day one. And I do not trash Rembrandt like you trashed Andretti. I'm a little hurt.
It's fine. I think I get along with, like, it's weird because you're from New York, Rembrandt's from New York. I just think I get along with New Yorkers, whatever. So, like, my dad, he's from New York, and we just get along so well. So
that's where it is, the New Yorkers.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm meant to be. No, just kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I'm originally from down south, so I can't say nothing.
Yeah. That's why Andretti, he's not from New York, so that's why I'm not like.
He's also not from the South, so I don't know what the heck I'm thinking. But no, I do want to ask you, like, is there any person at PPW specifically, because now he's back at PPW, that you would like to go against and, like, see yourself going against?
I can only pick one person.
You could choose, however.
Let's pick. Let's see who I would like to face at PPW. So many people, but I'm gonna say two people. One, I would like a rematch against Bro Keller.
Yes, that
would be a good one. And also, it's another rematch against Facade.
That was literally what I was gonna say.
I would face Facade. Yeah, those two.
Yeah, those two.
We say this time and time again. Facade's just, to us, we love Facade as a person, but we think he's a little overrated at PPW. And when he lost his title, I turned to Harley and I said, "Thank goodness." I was so excited, but also because we were Team Ruda, not Team PPW that night. So seeing Ruda and Mecca win, you're like, finally, anybody but Facade.
No, Ruda's
like, we usually never celebrate someone's loss like that, but you know.
Yeah. That one time was okay for that one night.
Just
we talk about usually, like, before the matches when they, like, bring people out. Her and I will look at each other and go, okay, so what goal are we doing? Like, who are you rooting for tonight?
And in most cases, we choose the same person, but
it was just that one match that we did not choose the same person. But, you know, what is life without a little bit of friendly competition? That's what I say. So, and it was good. She just loved watching me go crazy on the floor. So I think she was like, yeah, go ahead, encore. And then, like, half the time, she was like this.
I got lots of clips from that match.
Yeah.
Great. Well, my birthday's coming up, so.
It's funny. Seeing the reaction. I got to see the reactions.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely send you them. But Trevor is in the chat and he goes, "Why not Trevor Kage?"
Trevor Kage. Why not Trevor Kage? Well, Trevor Kage too. Remember, I want to list a whole bunch of people. I want to face a lot of everyone in PBW. I just said those two mainly. I want to say those two mainly because Harley, you would know this too. Why I chose those two? Heavyweight championship twice, didn't get it. Three times actually, I faced them. Well, I faced Broke twice. Facade faced him, lost all three occasions. So I want to rematch against them, make it right, and beat them.
No, yeah,
My main
definitely.
reason. But I'm always
I
open to competition.
I would love to see you go against, and I know Harley, you're gonna be a little shocked when I say this. I would love to see you get the title from Adrian from Primal Fear.
Yeah, that was a first. I think that was my first match. No, my second match back. I had Adrian. It was for the title, and I want to rematch against him too.
I
So
That
saw Harley's face when I said it because she knows like I am a ride or die Primal Fear girl. But like I would love to see Encore with as many belts on as possible.
yeah, I know. I
including
remember.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad said in the chat before. He goes and says, "I love the Bang title you got."
The Bang title's gonna. You know what? I'm gonna start bringing the Bang title to BBW.
Yeah,
You know
oh,
what?
and I know
That's
a lot
it.
of
That's what I
people
gotta
love
do.
it. Yeah, I don't think
Bring
Sabrina
it.
had the chance to see it.
I'm gonna do it.
If you guys have a video of this, I would love to see this. I feel lost.
I'll find it and show you. It's gorgeous. But no,
BBW
what would
with
you?
Bang, Energy Soda.
Yeah,
I'll come
right.
out. Yeah, I'll come out full on Bang. I'm sponsored by them. Why not?
Yeah,
I
Why
love those
not?
energy
Right?
drinks.
yeah, right. You can bring it, but don't leave it anywhere.
No, I won't.
Not after someone stole your money guns.
Right?
How dare
First of
they?
all, you said you're sponsored by Bang. That literally gets me through my 12-hour shift at work every time. So thank you for
It's
sponsoring my favorite energy drink.
perfect. Yep. Me too. Like I love that drink. What's your favorite flavor?
The cotton candy.
That one's good. That one's good. I would say, have you tried the cherry? No, cherry blade lemonade.
I have not.
Oh, that one's amazing. That one's good. Try that one.
Okay,
It's in
I'll
the
try
green
it
and
next time.
Trevor in the chat, he's saying Primal Fear versus Encore with Nolan Pierce and Trevor Kage next PBW. I would love to see that match.
that's a nice six-way right there. Maybe for all three
Mm,
belts.
Yeah.
Why not? Put all the belts on the line.
Yeah, I don't know how Sabrina feels about that one though.
I'm trying to figure this out because, okay, I always will say yes, Primal Fear, but if Primal Fear is going against Encore, I'll root for Encore. But Nolan Pierce and Trevor, I would like to see them have more matches before that match, like more like tag team and get, knock all the other tag teams off before they go against Primal Fear because Primal Fear is like
Head. Head of the
head
table.
right now.
Yeah,
But
doing
yeah, I would
insane.
love to. I
They
would love to
dripped
see
in
that
gold.
that match.
Dripped in
Yeah.
gold.
No, my dad, he's like, that pisses me off. People taking stuff that is not there. But hey, I'll say this, if you need someone to watch your stuff while you wrestle, Harley and I will do so.
All right, I'm gonna put it right there in that section, like wherever y'all at. Oh, I'm leaving it right here.
Yeah, right.
So
If it
someone
goes
there
missing,
is.
you know who's, yeah, if it goes missing, you know who to blame. Harley? No, it wasn't me.
Well, it's funny because when I first started, I started getting like front row seats, and then Harley and I decided to migrate over to the bleachers, and that has been our spot now for a few months. And it's because I feel like we can be louder. We can stand on the bleachers and be as loud as we want, and the wrestlers will be like, "Yep, they're over there, right there. There they are." Like Killian McMurphy, we were getting on his case the whole time, and he was looking at us. So I was like, "Did you just pee your pants?" And he's like, "I did not pee my pants." So why not? It's a great time, but I feel like a lot of people like the bleachers. Like I feel like that's become a more popular spot.
I think me and Sabrina, they try to steal our seats, but not gonna happen.
No, no,
It's
no. That's
ours. We own it.
That's reserved for you
Yep,
two. But I like that side, that whole bleacher side, especially because at first the camera is pointing directly at you guys. So
exactly.
now they can't miss you. People at home cannot miss you.
I
You
know.
know, in a nice big area, the bleach you can stomp on it, like make
Yep.
noise. I like
There's been a few times where Harley sent me pictures of like a zoomed in picture of our faces with because like the wrestler posted like this is from our match and like Harley will like zoom in and our faces are
it.
like so bad and I'm just like oh my gosh I really gotta wash my face when I'm there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But like
Will Encore ever become UCW? Come to UCW?
UCW.
it is a new, not, it's not necessarily new, but it's like newish to us kind of promotion. They're in Hazleton, and I'll send you the stuff. I'm sure they would love to have you. The guy who owns it actually goes to PBW, so you probably seen him around. But I
What's the
think
name?
UCW, but you can find it under Undisputed Championship Wrestling.
Okay. And
Me and
then what?
Harley are associated with them.
So basically, partnered, sponsored, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
We were first show
I'll check them
January.
out.
Yeah, our first show, like Sabrina's saying, is January 22nd, and I'm super nervous. I'm more nervous for Sabrina because I can't really go into full detail, but Sabrina's doing something extravagant, which I'm glad it was her, not me, because I don't know my pants. But it's gonna be a great show.
Okay, yeah. I've never heard of it, but now when you guys bring it up, now I'm like, okay, it's a new show in Hazleton. Sounds dope. Now, yeah, if I
I'm sure
needed a
they'd
date,
love to have you. Yeah, I
yeah,
think
I'll be.
Yeah, I think UCW, like I love PPW. It's always gonna be my first home. But I think UCW is gonna become like my new home. And it's gonna take like I think PPW always will have that special place in my heart. But if
Yeah.
they combine, you know how big that would be for them? Like they could bring those wrestlers and they could have like 2 shows a month. I
Mhm.
think like my dad was telling me that like a couple days ago. That'd be so good for both PPW and UCW because they'll have 2 shows every month, so many different wrestlers, and I think that'd be great.
Yeah, because
But
in Pennsylvania, I don't know any other company besides PPW in Pennsylvania. You know, so
yeah,
with UCW, another promotion there, right there in the locals, like it's the best thing for Pennsylvania itself.
exactly.
You know, like you said, 2 shows. Now, if there's 3
Yeah.
companies in Pennsylvania, now you have 3 shows to go to for a month. So
Exactly. Yeah.
it's definitely good for you guys, the fans. So it's definitely great.
Yeah. That's why
I
me and
like
Sabrina we're super pumped for January because we have like a show every weekend, but it's okay.
Well, it's gonna be crazy.
But yeah,
it.
back on topic. What would you say is your favorite thing about wrestling?
Favorite thing about wrestling? It's got to be the engagement with the fans. Like just not the wrestling, just the in between parts, the entertainment aspect, the making someone's day, making someone's moment. You know, if one thing is being chanted, like I want to, like if beach ball is being chanted, I want to somehow interrupt my own match and get a beach ball and give it to them because they were chanting beach ball. That's what I love about it, the engagement. What makes our business what it is because of you guys. You know, the loud cheers, the support, the signs. You know, the dancing in the crowd. It's just a whole different vibe. It makes us feel what we're doing. It's like you guys appreciate it, and that's what gets me going. At least, you know, that's what I love about it.
No, I live for that. We definitely need a beach ball in the crowd. I think that would hype them up so much.
See, now I just want to start
Beach
cheering
ball,
beach ball.
Yeah, right.
oh, I have a bang beach ball. I'm gonna
Perfect.
bring it. You know what?
You heard it here, guys.
I'm
Encore has
gonna
a.
bang beach. I'm gonna bring the bang beach ball. You
Imagine.
know, you guys can play around with it in the crowd, like hot potato with it in the crowd.
Yes,
Perfect.
there's
Toss it over to me and Harley first.
I
We'll
got
start
you.
it off.
Yeah, we'll start a chant. We'll be like beach ball, and then you throw the beach ball, and
Yeah.
it'll be perfect. It'll be
People be
great.
like, "Wait, what's going on?" Well, you should have tuned into the podcast. We told you. We told you
Amen.
that.
Well,
Who?
that's why we like to ask the wrestlers who they want to like go against for PBW because Paul Bow and McKeon do watch our podcast, so it's kind of like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, hello, give the people what they want to see.
Well, that's the case. Give me all the championship matches. It's time to have gold in 2023. Encore needs a belt, no? Like you said, trip and belts. We need belts
Exactly.
here. We need belts here. You know.
Exactly.
Now, I've only seen Encore as a face, but if you could choose, what would you rather be, a face or a heel?
I'd rather just be face, cause
Yeah.
I feel like as a face, I could do all the cool stuff. I could do all the I could do all the cool things. So like, and I could just be me, cause I feel like being me is like being a face, pretty much. That's what I'm naturally myself. If I'm a heel, I was like, all right, now I gotta be mean. I have to be mean because this is not
Okay, I
me.
can't
No,
even take him seriously with the mean
Yeah.
face. I
you
can't.
see, you see,
I don't think I can ever take you as a heel. No way.
He's like, now I gotta be mean. I'm like,
No,
you like
there's
mean
no way.
face?
I
but
can't.
anything's possible.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think the face, especially for like certain people, like you, I could never see as a heel because like you're just, it's such a nice person inside and out of the ring. Like you're the same person.
Yeah,
Hmm.
my coaches
Um,
tell me that all the time too.
yeah, like it's. I mean, it's a good thing, but like, heels also like in general get the crowd burned up. So then the crowd's like, no, now we're gonna shout even more because
Exactly.
Hmm.
you ticked us off. So I mean, there's pros and cons of both of it, but yeah, definitely
No,
don't be a heel because
Hmm.
I couldn't. I just cracked
yeah.
up. I can't.
Oh my God. There's a match that I think I would love to see. And Sabrina, once I say who I'm going to say, she's going to know where I'm going with this. But I would love to see Encore beat the out of Johnny Moran.
Oh,
I cannot stand Johnny Moran. And if he ever watches any of our podcasts, he knows how much hate I got for him. And I can't. So,
because you said that, Harley, I got you.
yeah, we need that match. I'm like, yes, let's go. And then once he loses, I'm gonna throw a party. After party.
John Moran.
That's so
Put him on the
funny
list.
because I knew exactly when you said Sabrina will know what I'm saying. I knew exactly what you were going to say because every podcast she has a hatred. Mind you, she only liked him this past PPW show because he got Ruda to win for Team Ruda versus PPW. So she only liked him for like a short second.
Yeah.
But every other time it's like, boom, Johnny Moran,
You
he
suck.
ain't it. And I just sit here and I go, oh Lord, 'cause that's how I feel about Tim Theory.
He's
Yeah,
cool. He's nice to me in the locker rooms.
he's a cool dude. I just the first time him and I like had an interaction was my first PPW show.
Hmm.
And he came over to me after his match and he was like, give me a hug. Like with his hair in his face, and I was like, I'm not really a hugger as it is. So I was like, I'm okay, thank you. And then the other match, he threw his fishnet shirt at me because I said put it back on. So there's a little bit of a hatred there.
Oh no. Ah. Okay, well, I didn't know that part. I'll put him on the list too.
He denies it, but it's true. He denies it. But what would you say is like the hardest part about wrestling?
The hardest part is the what's next kind of feeling
Yeah.
because what's done is done, right? You had your match, you've made your appearances in next place, you've done your big moment. So now we're in the moment and we're enjoying it, right? And then you're gonna get that weird moment where you think to yourself, you're like, all right, it's good. What's next? You know?
Exactly.
And you
Yeah.
now you're thinking about how what's next can capitalize on what just happened. How can you carry that momentum over into your next moment or your next month or your next match, your next show? So that's the hardest part. Figuring out what's next, trying to keep up, something with new, something how to keep their fans engaged, keeping you guys engaged. Um, yeah, that's got to be the hardest part.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I get it. There are some matches where me and Harley, like, the match kind of gets a little boring or dull, and me and Harley go, okay, someone pin each other already. Like,
Like,
because it
can
just
it be
gets to
over?
be, like, a lot sometimes. Like, there's some matches that's just like, this has
Like
been
Johnny
going
Moran.
on forever. Really? We're just going to say
Yeah.
any match with Johnny Moran? Got it. Like, it's, let me use your match, for example, this past one. Like, your match kept everybody on their toes because it was a really good back and forth. If it's not a good back and forth and it's more like one person's just like really getting on this person, I'm gonna sit here and go, all right, if you're gonna win, just pin them already. Like, it gets to be a lot.
I
It
get
it
it.
gets it gets annoying. I'm like, I guess this is time to take a potty break.
Mm.
That's what
Got to go.
Gotta go. So this is
that's
match perspective, right? Not wrestling in general about the hardest part.
it could be either or.
Okay. So yeah, that was like a general wrestling kind of answer. But now, if we're thinking about match, the hardest part about a wrestling match, I gotta say when it's like so late and we're like tired, not late, but not time wise, but so deep in the match
Mhm.
where we're going in this amount of time and we're just so tired and we're trying our best to just like fight through and stay up. So stamina. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. You told us like who you would like to face at PPW, but what would you say is your dream opponent overall? Like AEW, WWE, alive, dead, if they were alive. But anyone.
Just
Yeah,
dig them
dream
out of the
opponent.
grave.
Dream opponents. I gotta say, for the Amazing Red, I have to face him. That's gonna be a dream match for obvious reasons. The man who trained me, he's still wrestling, so why not have a match against him? You know, really test myself. I gotta say Pac from AEW. I want to face Pac. Um, Brian Daniel, like it's so many people. Dream matches: Brian Danielson. Um, who else? Got to be it. Um, yeah, not much. But dream matches, specifically those two. Um, yeah.
Not yet.
I will tell you, I think that I know someone that he could beat, and Harley, you're gonna be so shocked I'm about to say this right now. I think you would go really well against Cole Carter, and you would win.
Cole Carter, yeah, cool, yeah. Cole Carter, I like, yeah, he's cool. We met.
Because I feel like I've seen him wrestle on AEW,
Mm.
and I've seen you wrestle in person. I feel like your stamina, your energy, your vibes, the way that you wrestle in the ring would totally trump his, and you would win this match against Cole Carter. And I hate saying that because I love Cole Carter, but I think he would lose against you for sure.
Sorry, you shaking your head, Carly. You disagree?
No, I think you'll do great. I just think Sabrina, she loves Cole Carter. She's like, yes, this about Cole Carter. And my thing is, Cole Carter, yes, he's a great wrestler, but like his personality, like how I see him in like pictures, he reminds me of that like lifeguard from what's that show called? Grown Ups. The
Oh
one
my
that like,
God, yes, he does
the moms were
for
like, "Oh
sure.
my god, he's so hot," and then he
I
walks over and he has like the high pitched voice. That's what I think.
I oh yeah. Oh yeah, I have told him I have told Jace, which is his roommate. I said to him multiple times. I said, I think your roommate it like looks like that guy because it's so true. But like, I don't know. Still, like, I'm still a fan, and if he still has a girly voice, that's perfectly fine. We will
Yeah.
learn to love it.
No, that would be
But
a good
no,
match with Cole Carter.
yeah. And then I also feel like you would go really well. And I know he's sick right now, so he's not in the wrestling community, but Richard Holiday. I feel like you would go really well against him because
Mm.
he's such a heel in the industry
Yeah,
and you're this big face. I feel like the
yeah,
biggest heel, the biggest face is like, that would be great,
yeah. And his
especially at
style,
MLW.
Yeah, MLW is a big place too, and his style is a style that I would like to match and pace against too.
Yeah.
So like the Damian Adams training that I would say like the two different trainings, that style would match up well against Richard Holiday. So I know that pacing of the match, I know that would be a nice one to keep up with him.
And I know he's coming back in 2023. He said it on his Instagram. He said, I'm not backing down from this sickness. He's like, I'll be back in 2023. And I am so excited for that because
All right, maybe Paul
I
can make
just,
that happen.
what's that?
Maybe Paul can make that happen.
Yeah,
That's
Paul Bell, make that happen. Richard Holiday against Encore.
a good one right
And
there.
then right out, and make it like what is it? One of those matches, like a title match, like for the title. And make Encore
Oh,
win, and then he can go against for the title. See, it all works out.
there you go.
But where in the wrestling industry, where would you see yourself in about 5 years?
Where I see myself 5 years, I see myself on television somewhere, whether it's TNT, Fox, US, who knows? On television, I see myself on TV in 5 years, and confident in saying that because where I was at 5 years and what I said 5 years ago, I'm done more than what I said I wanted to do. So now I'm confident that manifestation is real. So 5 years I'll be on TV.
Yeah,
I
I
will.
I can see that. It was a bunch of gold.
Yes, watch of gold.
He just walks out like, "Hey, everybody."
With one on every arm.
And heavyweight title, PBW. I see myself holding that in 5 years.
Yeah,
Oh
Paulo,
yeah,
Paulo
I
better
think
be listening.
2023 should be Encore's year at PPW, Paul Bow, to just get Adrian's, Tim's, Mecca, all their belts. Let it be an Encore year.
Good
That's all
hold
I'm
belt.
saying.
Just hold it. Yeah, I like that idea.
That
Awesome.
that's great.
Your dad said that he needs an action figure too.
Yeah. You need to be an action figure already. I know that'll sell.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how I can get into that, get that made.
Could you
I bet.
imagine like
You
Gavin
got
coming with like a little Encore action figure?
I
right.
imagine.
Got it. Like, yeah, we got the cards, we got the posters. Why not an action figure? That's nice.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
should be nice.
Yeah. So, do you sell any merch?
Yes, actually, funny. I have headbands restocked. I'm gonna bring shades back. I also want to start bringing my clothing brand out, which is the Renowned Sportswear. So that's going to be more of like the clothing merch, but headbands will be back. Watches will be in stock. I'll have watches soon for the next year. So New Year's going to be a new batch of merch. So different
Yeah.
variety of merch, with usual the wristbands, stickers. So I'll bring them.
No, yeah, we definitely. We need some
Never
merch.
get a room for a table. I don't get a room for table anymore. I used to I have like a bunch of room for table, but now I'm like, oh well, Fasad got that table, Cold Card got that table. Well, I don't have a table today. I guess I'm
Use
just
the
late.
use the bleachers. Use the bleachers where me and
Yeah.
Harley are. And we'll just rally. We'll be like, Encore's over here, y'all.
Yeah, there we go. That's the plan.
Yeah, because
We can have tables. We'll get the bleachers.
exactly. I've got the headband. I've got the glasses. I got 2 sets of glasses actually. So
Hmm?
we need
Watch merch.
yeah.
coming.
I have
Oh, you did get the
nothing.
hoodie too. You had gotten the first edition of the hoodie that I had too, right?
I don't think so.
Remember the hoodie that I had? It was the hoodie that I had. It came out.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah,
Rena,
yeah.
yes, the Rena. You should check it out because his
Yeah.
the clothes is great. I have the hoodie. I have the I don't know what it's called, but like it's the tealish kind of exercise.
Okay. Yeah, you have
I
that.
definitely, I got Christmas money, so I really need to get merch now, like from everybody that we've had on here, because there's been a lot of people where I'm like, no, I don't have any of your merch. So I need to get that especially because like, okay, this whole podcast I've been admiring Encore because he has like the blue with the blue, and he matches, it's a whole look where like, and he's got a blue bottle, like he's like color coordinated down here, and I'm over here like, I'm in neutrals. Like that's it. I wish I had more like extroverted in me to be like, yeah, let's wear that. Oh, okay. See, that's sick.
The
I
hoodie,
like
it says
that.
Encore on it. Yeah. This was like I got this as a gift from somebody, friend of mine. Nice blue set. Yeah, the whole
Oh,
blue.
and the pants match. Do you
Everything.
have blue shoes too?
No, white. White sneakers.
I was gonna say that would have been the whole look, blue, 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 and everything. If people want to find you on social media, how can they find? Where can they find you, or how can they find you?
So I'm on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Encore Showtime, one word on all social media platforms, even on YouTube.
I
Yeah.
also checked out your TikTok the other day because you popped up on my For You page on my TikTok, and I was like, it was the one with the locker room,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, I know that guy.
That is actually, yo, that's the incident that happens every show. Every time. You want to know what goes on in the locker room? That is exactly what happens in the locker room. Wrist tape, you never get it back. Sometimes you get it back. But yeah. But yeah, I'm on TikTok. So
Yeah.
that's
I
good.
feel
My
like
dad.
your personality definitely shows more on TikTok
Yeah.
too. So it's like
I have more
if you
fun.
guys ever want to know what Encore's like, just go
Yeah,
through
go
his
on TikTok.
TikTok.
I just have so much fun. So many things you can do there on there that they won't let you do on Instagram. It's so weird. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
A
know.
lot
Like
of
I
fun
started
trends is on
I
Instagram.
started TikTok in 2020 when like we went into lockdown, and I fell in love with it. I don't make a lot of content on it as much as I should anymore, but I definitely make videos. I just keep in my drafts for like a rainy day. I'm like, okay, maybe one day they'll see the light, but
Yeah, TikTok is definitely more fun, more trendy. Like it's so much fun. Instagram is more for the promoting and here's what's next kind of thing. TikTok, we're having fun at TikTok.
Yeah, literally.
Still highlights, but mostly fun stuff too.
oh yeah, like I mean, hey, what's life that a little fun? So can't all be business all the time. That's boring.
I don't know.
Yeah, right. I'm just kidding.
Ah,
No, but where can people find you as for like shows?
show. So for 2023, I already have them set. So PBW, but number one, you have me there. House of Glory, I'll be there. I'll be at Northeast Wrestling this year. Also Outlaw Wrestling.
Mhm.
For the 2023, those are the main shows they can see me at.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, PBW, House of Glory, Northeast Wrestling, and Outlaw Wrestling.
You guys
Those
heard
are
it here. I think we're all three of us, a lot of encore though. I think we're all gonna go into 2023 with a bang. We're gonna be hype, you know. It's gonna be a great year. My dad says, I love how encore reverse a move when he slides on his knee and it's like showtime. Let's go, brother.
Whew, that's what it's about. That slide, that's where you know it's time. I love doing that slide.
The crowd
I love
loves
it.
it.
It's fun. It's
Oh
fun.
yeah, the
Yeah,
crowd goes wild every time you do it.
yeah.
Good.
And you never know when it's coming. It's like right there.
Yes. My my dad
Yeah,
also says, I need that hoodie, extra fluff.
got you. Got that fleece material in there, nice and warm.
See,
Yeah.
he says extra fluff, and I'm over here like, can I get this in a youth size, like a child's large? Uh,
We got it.
Love
um,
it.
but I think we forgot one question that we usually ask. If you got the call today from WWE or AEW, from both called you, who would you pick?
WWE.
There you
Wow.
go. I was
WWE.
like,
That's the mecca. That's top of the top. That's where. That's why we want to start this. Or we are on this journey. Why we're
Yeah.
doing it because of the guys in WWE or the people who've been in WWE or just the company itself. Like that's the dream. The WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, the Survivor Series. Those are the shows that we want to be like. Those are like the main dream making shows right there. You know, those
Oh, yeah,
moments.
definitely.
absolutely, there would be no wrestling without WWE. So
Yeah. Right? I don't know if I could live without wrestling, man.
Yeah. That's the first
I
time I
did.
answered that question, like publicly like that. 'Cause I usually get that question, WWE or AEW, but I'd really rather not type that answer like on social media. So I'm like, maybe I'll just not answer, make them wonder. But yeah, it's the first time I actually answered that.
Yeah.
WWE.
Wow, yeah.
Good answer.
Harley, you said, "Oh, I don't think I could ever go without wrestling," and like it's funny because we're the opposite. You can't go without wrestling, and I went like so many years without going to a wrestling show, not even watching wrestling. Um, that like obviously I'm not gonna get into that story on live, but so it's crazy because now that I'm like back in the wrestling, I'm like, okay, I like this, and now that we're doing this podcast, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, I came back with, boom, boom, boom. Let's get this podcast going. Let's do this. And now look at what 2023 is bringing us, a partnership with UCW. So,
It's crazy.
That's big. See, and it happens faster. You just started this podcast.
Yep.
yeah, I mean,
Same
we started
time.
talking about this podcast a while ago,
Yeah.
and it took us a while to actually get started with it. Like we said to, in all our podcasts, but when we started, there was technical difficulties. There was technical difficulties on both of the parties' ends, like not just me or Harley. It was also like, you know, Ruda, for example, couldn't click the link at first or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're kind of getting into this like this role of, okay, this is what we're doing. And at first we were like just wrestlers. Then we got the managers. Then we got Paul Bow. Then we got a Jeff the ref. Like, we are branching out so much now, and now with UCW, it's those wrestlers as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
this is a crazy journey for her and I, and we are so excited to see where 2023 brings us. But we're also excited to see where our wrestlers that we've had on the podcast, like you and everybody else, see where you guys are next year at this time.
Oh yeah.
Listen, 2023 is going to be a big year for everybody. For you guys, the podcast, just alone, how quickly the progression happened from when you started to now.
No,
Now you got
yeah.
2023, lots of new things out there happening, partnerships now. You guys might be partner on different shows next year too. So, but 2023 is going to be a big year for all of us. So
Yeah, definitely.
I feel it.
It's really nerve-wracking too, though. It's like because there's so much, like during the week we'll have like our podcast, and then on the weekend we'll have shows, and then like Sabrina, obviously she works throughout the week as well. I work, then I got school. It's scary, but I'm sure we're gonna kick its
I,
ass. We're gonna.
I remember when we started this show, and like obviously the podcast knows, like when we started this show, we're working a lot. We were working a lot around my schedule, just because
Yeah.
I just work 12-hour shifts. I work crazy shifts, guys. So we're working around my schedule, and the fact that we got all this done from what
Yeah.
month did we start, Harley? October.
Mhm.
And now that we're here, it's crazy. And like, I just want to say, on behalf of me and Harley, guys, I do want to thank you guys for all the support that you've given us since October. It's crazy how much we've gotten done in these few months.
Literally.
But we do want to thank you guys so much for just like being there and watching our videos and coming up to us at shows and telling us who you want to see. And we're definitely trying to get these people, scheduling conflicts and stuff, but just keep putting it down where who you guys want to see, because
Yeah.
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
It's gonna be great. Like Ankur said, we're going in with a bang. He's gonna have the gold. We're gonna be partnered. We're gonna be doing great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bro, we got this.
Yeah.
Excited for the new year. I'm excited.
Yeah. But Serena, do you want to do the outro, or I could do the outro? Whatever.
I can do it. I had to think about that. I was like, oh. Okay, guys. Well, we officially ended the end of our podcast, but we just wanted to give a big thank you to Encore for making time out of his busy schedule to come and talk to us. So thank you so much, Encore.
It was a pleasure being here. So
Good. I'm glad. We definitely had a pleasure talking to you, and I just want to thank you for having an early podcast, because we are so used to having late podcasts that I say old, but I'm only 26. My old self is like tired after our podcast, but today I'm actually good. I just woke up not too long ago, so thank you so much. And guys, Happy New Year, because we will not see you till now after the New Year. So
Yeah.
have a happy New Year. Be safe and enjoy your day. Bye, guys.